Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Last season, James Harden moved past Larry Bird on the career points list. Harden said, passing one of the greatest ever is a great honor. I just got to continue to build because at the end of the day, I want my name to be mentioned with those greats. Well, it already is. Guys?
I agree, David. Every word of it. Absolutely. Thank you. And here's a look at some numbers for James Harden.
And guys, he's regressed a little bit offensively. He hasn't been the same this month as he was earlier in the season. He's lacking the edge that he had, and he needs to change his mindset. Stop sitting back and get into attack mode.
So the next starting five. They've got Edwards. Mills out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Harden, and it's Claxton in at the center position. And for Washington, Kyle Kuzma is out there with Daniel Gafford. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and it's Dinwiddie in at the one spot. For those teams that did make a deal at the trade deadline, Greg, how hard is it to integrate a new player mid-season?
It can be tough. Guys who need the ball to be effective can be a little harder maybe to integrate, but for certain role players, it's just how quickly they learn the system.
He'll be the Nets off the tip. Mills with it, fires the three. Good on the triple.
You know, Mills has been a guy who's been very streaky as a perimeter shooter, but he's been good behind the arc his entire career.
Holiday looking over the floor. The 10-footer. And he comes up with the deuce. And here is Irving. There's the triple. And the Nets, another three.
Well, this is a staple, a pillar of Irving's attack. You got to be up on him, or he'll pull up on a dime.
And more than one observer, Greg, has called Irving the most entertaining player in the game. What do you think?
A lot of competition for that distinction. Irving does some things that no one else can, at least at his level. And then you never know when he's going to give us a juicy soundbite.
And on the way from Irving for three. That shot, no good. And the Wizards now going the other way. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this after the loss to them here last time.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Pull-up jumper. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Mills has got 8 points.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you want to start.
Kuzma, that's good.
You know, once Griffin has the position he wants inside, he does his thing fearlessly.
Bounce pass Mills. Irving passes to Harden. The three from Mills. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 11 points in the game.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
The Wizards have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. The feed to Dinwiddie. And he rolls in for the easy two. The assist on that one.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far. And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And here is Gafford. James Harden getting it to go from deep. Inside shot. It's hauled in by Claxton.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
It's Harden with the drive. And Harden with the stuff.
One of the game's best drivers, without question. James Harden loves to shift gears, change of pace, slow, fast, intermediate speed, and then use that body of his to shield the ball. Nightmare defending.
Kuzma. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 13-4 rock. Count that one.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does drop.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. 9 points last game. And Griffin throws it down.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition, switch, ignite.
Wizards trail by 6. Harden grabs the miss. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
From deep, from beyond the arc, and then some. Harden's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Here's Caldwell Pope, and he throws it to the ball with 1 hand.
Yeah, rising up well to finish off the dunk with power. Tremendous athleticism by Kentavious Caldwell Pope, KCP.
And the basket by Harden.
You got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
Washington has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Dinwiddie. Lays it up and banks it in. Dinwiddie's got 7.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
And so it's Brooklyn with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've done a lot of great work from long range. Back to the action after this word. One of the game's elite closers, Kyrie Irving, describes his approach down the stretch.
For me, I just try to feel out the game, think about plays that I could run in order to execute. That kind of I've been holding on to, paying attention throughout the whole entire game where either it's attacking the big or attacking my man.
Greg, that's reminiscent of quotes we used to hear from Kobe Bryant, how certain moves and possessions set up defenders for the next time.
Well, Kyrie definitely has that Mamba mentality. Kobe was a big influence on him, as we all know.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
Now chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Washington. Out there with Dallas Bertans. Then there's Kispert. Then it's Montrezl Harrell. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. Irving for 3. Washington with the rebound. We're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Minor.
Live by the 3, die by the 3. If you're perimeter defending, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
And, I think the lack of success from the perimeter really did them in. They just couldn't get it going.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
And Harden really looks like he's been having fun out there.
I would agree with that, Kevin. He says he's the same way off the court. So I don't know him off the court, but he says he loves meeting new people. I don't have any trouble believing that. Enjoys engaging with kids. Certainly the bright tennis shoes are part of everybody's NBA attire now. his personality.
The Nets making a switch here. Thomas is checked in. And Thomas, here we go. And it's good. 2 points. Thomas got his first points of the game.
Well, his IQ is one of the best in the league. Irvin has a great feel for when his teammates are open.
Kispert, wide open. He fires. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 4 assists in the game. Irving looking over the floor. And here's Harden for 3. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And the D has gotten a little bit lax here defending the triple.
So timeout call here. The first for Washington. And so many teams looking to space the floor. Greg, how many non-shooters can you play and still have a good offense?
Well, I think most teams go 4 out, meaning you got to have at least 4 guys that are a threat on the perimeter, keeping a vertical spacer at that dunker spot. But if your dunker can also shoot, man, that puts even more pressure on the defense.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Dinwiddie with it, and it's Harden picking it up. Dinwiddie's shot is off. And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. They've led by as much as 10. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Painful to watch, guys. You can see the frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
Yeah, they had no answer for it. They simply got outplayed and outworked.
Stolen by Thomas. And then Thomas with the dunk.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic dunk.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Irving attacking, and they call the foul. So he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
That's his first personal foul.
Great display of concentration and tenacity from Irving there. Fighting his way through contact, getting it up and down, plus the foul.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Thomas Bryant comes in for Davis Bertans. And Raul Neto subbed in for Kispert. Blake Griffin, who's checked in for Brooklyn.
He's more the kind of game you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring it right back into this game.
The 3 from Harden. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Harden's got the lead up to 13 now for Brooklyn. Washington making some changes. Turnovers in for Harrell. And Kyle Kuzma subbed in for Avdia. Edwards, he's checked in for the Nets. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And that one's good. Hachimura.
And the confidence Hachimura has in himself, knows he can score from this area when given the chance.
And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And really an personal playmaker his entire career. Harden has taken that up a notch, and he now often looks for his teammates first.
And huge assist totals for Harden, which is also a reflection, Greg, of the talent around him.
And he's played with some of the best finishers in the game throughout his career. What changed starting last year was his mindset, making him all that much more difficult to defend.
Bounce pass, Thomas. Edwards. And the 3 ball is good. Edwards got 5.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. You're not going to out-shoot out his team.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
To the left side wing. Here's a 3. The rebound by the Nets. Harden's got 5 rebounds tonight. Thomas passes to Bembry. The 3-pointer, no good. Wizards trail by 17. In the corner, it's Dinwiddie. Nice ball movement by Washington. Hachimura against Edwards. 5 on the clock. Hachimura kicks to Kuzma. Off target with his 3. Taken away. Neto with the bucket. Neto's got his first points in this one.
And, you know, he's going to take that shot every time. The defense has to respect him from the mid-range.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
James Harden getting it done for Brooklyn. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Hey, James, we know that scoring seems to come easy for you. How do you create that mentality out there?
I just like to have fun. You know, it's all for the kids. It's all for the fans. You know, I think that's what we're here for. And so, you know, guys just go out there and compete, have fun, and just play hard.
My family doesn't think it's all for the kids, but I appreciate your sentiment. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. James Harden was the man in the first. He ended up with 22 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
It all starts with their shooting. And they're on fire from behind the arc. And I can say the opposite when it comes to the other side. When there's this much disparity in three-point shooting, it usually makes a big difference on the score.
Jack, what was your takeaway on Washington?
First of all, where's the intensity on this? You think when a team is pumping you like this, you at least try to put a stop to it. No, they keep giving up open looks, letting the league get bigger and bigger and bigger.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
Drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Wizards. 17-point game. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Kyrie Irving. Edwards is out there with Harden. And it's Mills. It is Claxton. And it's center.
Guys, we can attribute that to all hustle from the Flint, Michigan native there, Kyle Kuzma. Excellent activity leading to that offensive board.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you for the baton, Kevin. Kyrie Irving, of course, marches to the beat of his own drum. At times, that might rub people the wrong way, but Kyrie says, I've learned lessons from it. That's the most beautiful and exciting part, just the growth. What I'm saying is, it's always been bigger than the game for me. And guys, you have to respect his willingness to go it alone.
You do indeed, DA. Thank you for that point. Dinwiddie outside. Irving with the steal.
And they're losing their concentration here, guys. Just sloppy with the ball.
On a nice little roll here to start this half, connecting on their first 3 attempts.
A difficult situation for Washington. Here's Holiday. Here's the pass to Griffin. Looking to end the run. Here's Kuzma. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just a great ball movement. And when it comes to handling the rock, Irving is second to none.
Greg could not agree with you more. He is special in the highest form of special. Great ball handling skills, finishing ability with both hands. I don't know if I've seen a better finisher under 6'3" in the history of the league. You might have somebody in mind, but nobody's been better than Kyrie Irving at finishing and getting it done with his handles and skill.
Bertines, he's checked in for Washington. Edwards kicks to Harden for the three. And the Nets, another three.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Now here's Holiday. D right on him. And that one, good. Gafford's got 4 points this quarter.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Here's Harden with the drive. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Hey, Harden is seeking contact. He is hunting bodies when he drives. He's so good at just getting his body into the path of the defense.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. And it's in for Dinwiddie. The wide open look here for Holiday. Oh, good with the triple. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Passes it to Harden. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday. Already in February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Taking a look at Brooklyn, they're 8th in the conference and really looking to improve on the back end of the season. And of course, the Wizards, 4.5 games behind.
And seeing where Washington is, they've had such a disappointing season. Even when they've gotten a little bit of momentum, they haven't been able to keep it going.
And when you talk about inconsistency, I think a lot of it has to go to the players, because ultimately they're the ones that dictate how they perform.
Washington calls timeout. We're seeing a lot of top high school players opting for the G League over college now, Craig. What's your advice to top young players on their path to the NBA?
And well, Kevin, I think you just answered it. It's their path. And I don't think the same path is right for everybody. There are going to be a lot of talented young men and women who want to go to college for the experience, for the environment, for the networking, right? You're going to make some of the best friends you'll ever have on a college campus. Having said that, though, some kids aren't in the college, aren't in the school. They want to just go and pursue their passion and their craft, and that's why I think the G League and the developmental leagues that are out there are so good for these young players.
Edwards, that's good.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving.
That's his third personal
That'll be his third foul so far. And Washington making a change here. Edwards check in. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Griffin's check in for Nicholas Claxton. 1:53 left to play here in the third. Neto with the bucket.
Well, I tell you what a well-designed play, executed beautifully, too.
And it's Irving with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Bounce pass Mills from deep Harden. Washington with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. And on the way from Irving for three, it's good from long range. Irving's got 17.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Got that one up and with it.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And for a player with Blake Griffin's physical makeup, it was a big adjustment when he had to deal with injury issues. He's really had to reshape his body and his game.
Hachimura, he's checked in for Washington. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Bembry's checked in.
And Blake Griffin is just an incredible athlete, explosive and great balance and mobility, powerful. A big guy who can flat out throw it down, and he also can pass it too.
The Nets working the ball around now. From deep, Neto. They get it again. Hero. Out of hand on it. Griffin looking around. The three from Mills. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Neto, covered by Mills. Harden outside. Embry the pass to Griffin. Puts up a 3. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team and energizing them at the end of a quarter. A 3 at the buzzer, that'll do it.
James Harden getting it done for Brooklyn. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And for the Nets, they're shooting an almost unfair 78% from the field. Thomas Bryant is out there with Rui Hachimura. Then there's Daniel Gafford. Then there's Kispert. And it's Neto in at the 1. That's the 5 on the 4 for the Wizards. Offensive rebound. And stolen by Thomas. Carter outside. Dishes it to Aldridge. Carter the pass to Aldridge. Now Griffin. Defended by Bryant. Here's Bembry. 6 to shoot. Trains the three-pointer. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Nets.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with attack mode. That's his personal foul.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
And Washington has possession. Gafford finds Hachimura. Here's Neto. And the basket is good.
And the instincts there from Hachimura. Notice the overcommitment by the defense and then makes the right pass.
Carter with the bounce pass. Here's Bembry. And the Nets, another 3.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been 3s? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Here's Gafford, and it's sent back by Aldridge.
He's not an easy guy to get a shot up and over. Aldridge has those long arms, and his timing's good, too.
Thomas goes in, and then Thomas with the jam.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Here's Neto. Pass to Kispert. Off target from outside. Brooklyn's gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Will it go? And he sends the layup. Neto's got 4 this quarter.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And you know what? He does. I mean, in the NBA, you've got to have ways to score over defenders of all sizes.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes guys have the green light to take that shot, but I don't think he's one of them.
Here's Bryant. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. The Nets have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Carter for 3. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Griffin's got 3 assists tonight.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
And that's a freight train coming at you It's going to take a lot to stop a Blake Griffin drive.
Here's Neto, and it's sent back by Aldridge. And he's able to get it back. Goes back up. Jump shot is good.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Wasted no time on that one.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Gafford misses. Brooklyn's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Nets.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now.
And this will be their third win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
They really do. I mean, there's one more game to play in this season series, and barring any major changes to their team, I have to believe the sweep will be in order.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was
For James Harden.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
Neto kicks to Bryant. Gets a very good look and converts.
And I like the decision-making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
You know, more and more big guys in the league have that mid-range shot in their bag now, and they need it.
Connects from three-point range.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished. You know, one of the basic fundamentals in basketball is the ability to box out. He's got that down pat.
Well, this one is winding down now. Brooklyn can watch the clock run out. And Griffin with the score. The assist from Carter.
And we have seen Griffin do this more, adapting to the growing trend of bigs like him shooting threes.
Here's Neto. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, James. You were in a rhythm from the opening stages of the game. What does it mean to have this kind of performance?
I'm happy. I'm happy we won. We played 4 quarters of great basketball. You got to be locked in. You got to have that mindset to where we're just in attack mode every play, and that's what I was in tonight.
You had them on your heels, man, and congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K